All right, settle down. Let's calm down now. You stop that right there. Hey. Got my eye on you. Okay, great. Hello. It's me. I know it's a little weird, but okay, who threw the spitball? Jones? Come with me. Oh, okay, I see how it is. I guess nobody wants to pass community college, right? I hope I'm wrong. I hope you all prove me wrong. Now, I'm Professor Sideways, and I'm here to make sure that you give your final presentations, and we figure out all together if you are going to pass this community college semester. Now, not all of you could be here today, obviously. This one student is here. Hello, Hayes.
Hey, what's up?
I'll talk to you later. But we're going to go ahead with the presentations, and you students at home, you're going to decide if these kids pass their classes. Now, I know you all worked really hard. I know you're all really good friends. And it must be hard to be good students while also having a strong social life throughout this adolescent time in your life. But I have faith in you. And I'm sure that your fellow students at home has faith in you as well. All right. Any questions? Oh, someone's saying they're hot for teach. Yeah, that's great. That's real nice. And how do you spell sideways? Can I spell that on the board? No, I can't, because we're in a chalk drought. And there's documentaries on that subject. You know that, Sadville PM. I expect better from you. Going to law school. Come on. Oh, eat shit? Oh, you mean drink shit? My wife gave this to me. My wife. The woman I go home to every single night. She beats the shit out of me. Because it's healthy for us. Yes, she's hot. By French standards. Now, I'm not drinking duty. I'm drinking coffee. And this cup is supposed to represent my teaching career. Okay, well, I'm going to own you. You hold on, okay? Bet. I'm not going to switch to decaf. This is the only thing that gets me awake. Now, let's go ahead and get our first presentation up. I believe it's from Trant. Is this correct?
What about the boys who aren't here?
Oh, right. I was going to do attendance a little bit later, but let's get to it right now, I suppose. Not all of our boys can be here, I think. I just need to write down exactly the reasons why. I didn't get any emails. So, I don't know. Who's missing?
I think, Mike's missing.
Oh, great. Yeah, Michael. Sure. Anyone know why Mike's missing? Okay, people are throwing up their attendance. Thank you. Hello, Boost. Does anyone remember why Mike is not here? Oh, yeah. That's right, I forgot. Recovering from ass cancer, he's spending a lot of time with his girl, and they're kissing. Yeah, I guess things are more important than graduating community college. But you survive ass cancer, and you get to do whatever you want. You get a free pass. That's fine. Live the life that you deserve. Well, good for Mike, okay? Good for Mike. Surviving ass cancers takes a lot of practice and a lot of time and a lot of patience. All right? So he deserves to kiss his girl on the mouth as long as he wants. They've been kissing nonstop. They kiss in the back of the class, too. And, wow, I didn't know that. We're hearing articles that corona turns into ass cancer at stage 4. So watch out. Wash your butts. Wash your mouths and wash your butts. No ass to mouth. Stage 5, it turns into beans. What does that mean? Are you having a larf at me? I don't get paid enough for getting a larf at. Come on to you, large boy. All right, who else isn't here? Oh, Justin. All right. Who wants to tell me what happened with Justin? I know you're all boys. You're all homies, and you have your boys' nights and whatnot. And I don't have any boys of my own. I got 9 daughters. 9 beautiful women. And they all hate me. And I'll let them use that energy because it makes them stronger in life. And what happened here? Justin's on his way. He just walks in with his hands now. Oh no. He's a hand walker now? Because he lost his legs. Well, I guess that makes sense. Hey, you know, it's not easy. College takes it out of you. Remember when that donkey kicked you in the throat at the school trip and petting zoo last year, sir? Is that worse than ass cancer, you think? I spent a good year repressing that memory. Thanks for bringing it up. Legs are overrated. You don't need legs to live a happy life, all right? That's literal fact, okay? I don't care what happens to you. You can still survive and persevere and have a good time. Chocolate fingers, no legs, Justin. What does that mean? Boost? Look me in the eye and tell me what that means. You're on thin ice, son. Thin ice. This is boys' night. This is boys' night, and your boys aren't all here. And we're going to be okay with that because Justin don't have legs and he only walks in on his arms. So maybe he's going to be late. And that's just fine. Enough of this. I've had enough. I'm ready to start these presentations, okay? We need to get you back out into the world, graduated with a degree, ready to join society, and be a functioning member, okay? Great. I'm Mr. Sideways, remember that? And we're going to have our first presentation here. I get the TV out. Oh, rickety things. Trant, are you ready for your presentation?
Yeah.
All right, great. What happened to your eye?
I don't believe that's part of my presentation.
I'm just checking. You're my boy. You're all my boys. Every single one of you.
Yeah.
All right, good luck.
You're my boy, Mr. Sideways. Thank you for always being such an inspiration. Okay, like Mr. Sideways introduced, I'm Trot. And I'm really ready to graduate community college so that I can fulfill my town's lifelong dream of being a real estate agent. So I have my presentation ready, and again, it was kind of a choose your own knowledge based capstone presentation. So it was whatever you feel most passionate about and whatever you think you learned the most about in college. So here it goes. Okay, as you can see, my presentation, something that I'm really passionate about. I did Pitbull versus Pitbulls, an investigation by Tron. That's me. So here we go. I'm just gonna launch right into it. Let's start with the basics. Okay, so if you do a preliminary Google search for Pitbull, what comes up? As you can see, it's quite clearly Pitbull, the American rapper, and it's also the beloved dog breed. And I also think it's very interesting that Pitbull is listed as an American rapper, because I always viewed him as more of a pop icon. So, moving on. Okay, Pitbull. Let's go over the basic differences between the two, just kind of like a preliminary profile. So this is Pitbull the man. And I don't know if you guys knew this quite like I did, but Pitbull has a real name. He wasn't born Pitbull. His real name is Armando Christian Perez. He also is known as Mr. 305 and Mr. Worldwide. And I never knew what it meant to put a nickname down on a legal government form, because sometimes they ask you what your other names are, but I guess this is what they mean. And he was born January 15th, 1981, which makes him a 39-year-old man with that facial hair. And he's also a Capricorn, which my ex-girlfriend Stacy's a Capricorn, so I don't know if I trust him right off the bat. Pitbull is also the short king of America. He is 5'7". And I truly can't believe that I'm taller than Pitbull because he is just a larger than life personality. And his official occupation on his Wikipedia page has the following: rapper, yes; singer, all right; songwriter, clearly; brand ambassador, okay, I don't know what brand. Go back. Okay. I don't know what brand he's ambassadoring for, but whatever it is, I would buy it. He's also an entrepreneur. Nice. Also, I don't know what he's entrepreneuring. Maybe it's himself as his own brand, which would honestly be crazy. Record producer, clearly. His songs and his records are very succinct and reliable. Philanthropist, I like that in my celebrities. I don't know what he gives money to, but he is that. And then actor, which I looked it up. Mr. 305 only has 3 IMDb credits. We'll get there. Moving on. Okay, little known fact. I don't know if you guys knew this because I sure as heck didn't. The 305 in Mr. 305 stands for the Miami area code where Mr. Bull was born. That's just a fun fact. Okay, so Pitbull. This is the dog. Their real name is the American Pitbull Terrier. Their other names is Pity, PBT. I always thought it'd be really cool to have an acronym be my name, but I guess I'll never know. And then occupation, best friend, and scapegoat. Pitbulls get a lot of bad raps, but honestly, they're pretty cool homies. Moving on. How are they similar? I'm so glad you asked. Okay, so bald looking. Mr. 305, Mr. Worldwide, Pitbull is bald, but Pitbulls are bald looking. They don't have any funny tufts of hair like miniature schnauzers or Afghan hounds, so they look bald. Next, they could both beat me in a fight, realistically. I am a lover, not a fighter. So if there was time to throw down, I would surely put my tail between my legs and run. They're both named Pitbull, which is honestly like the most mind-blowing fact in this presentation. They're both popular in urban and suburban neighborhoods. We love a thing that's versatile. They're loyal. Mr. 305 only talks about Miami or the world in his songs. And Pitbulls, gosh dang it if they don't love their family. They're internationally known. That Mr. 305 talks about the world, talks about being Mr. Worldwide. He has a line in a song that says he's internationally known. And so are Pitbulls. And neither of them have ever won a Westminster Dog Show title because neither are recognized by the American Kennel Club as breeds. So, they have that in common. Moving on. How are they similar? New slide. There was just so much information about how they're similar, I had to put it on 2 slides. Both incredible vocalists. I mean, have you heard a Pitbull bark and have you heard Mr. 305 say Dale? I think I rest my case. They can wear collars. If they choose to or choose not to, that's on them. Both figures in Miami. They both love to be pet, and that's unconfirmed. I haven't asked Mr. Worldwide's opinion on being pet, but I know Pitbulls do. And they both eat dog food. That is a confirmed fact. Moving on. Okay, how are they different? Buddy, where do I begin? I mean, look at these pictures. You can clearly see there's an incredible difference between the two. Mostly that Mr. 305 operates on his own independent will, and that Pitbull clearly has someone calling the shots for him. Moving on. Okay, so, as you can see in this vivid and clear slide, there's some differences between Pitbull, the singer, and Pitbulls, the dogs. Okay, so Pitbull, the singer, has a Grammy. He was the Grammy winner for the 2016 genre award, the Latin Rock Urban or Alternative Album of the Year, for his album, Dale. Pitbulls, as far as I'm concerned, have never won a Grammy. Pitbull, the musician, has thumbs. And that seems like a low blow because I know dogs don't have thumbs, but it is a key difference that is worth noting. Pitbull, the American singer, rapper, philanthropist, actor, entrepreneur, is able to mix his own sounds. That's why he's a record producer. A Pitbull could not be able to effectively work on the intricacies of a soundboard because they do not have thumbs. They would just turn everything up. Okay, Pitbull, the actor, rapper, singer, entrepreneur, songwriter, philanthropist, he is a man. And Pitbulls, they can be a girl. I mean, Pitbulls can be a man or a girl. So that's like a pretty key difference. And then Pitbull, the man, his name is one word. And then Pitbull, the dog, there's a space in there. And that's one of those micro differences that maybe you don't notice as like a layman. But this is something that I have looked into extensively. And Pitbull, the dog breed, is 2 words. Yeah, moving on. Okay, I don't know if you guys knew this. This is another fun factoid I found when I was researching all of the intricacies between Pitbull and Pitbulls. There's a movie out called Mr. 305, The Pitbull Story. And it stars Lil Jon, Pretty Ricky, Pitbull, who's listed 3rd even though it's a movie about him, Uncle Luke, DJ Khaled, and BJ Laz. Yeah. It had a 2006 release and it has 5 reviews on Amazon that average 3 out of 5 stars. So those are pretty bad odds. But the most criticized part of this movie was that the movie itself is not actually about Mr. 305. Apparently, it features a lot of interviews about Mr. 305, but most of the interviews are with other industry professionals just kind of talking about themselves. So that was the main criticism of the movie. But I did think it was worth featuring the only 5-star review on this movie, which is on the next slide. From Diane Pace on August 17th, 2014. She gave it 5 stars, and her only comments were, "What a bad deal." I don't know if the bad deal references purchasing the movie. I don't know if the bad deal references a bad deal that maybe Pitbull himself was given in the movie. But I do love that Diane Pace gave this movie 5 stars and said it was bad in a way. And I marked it as helpful. Moving on. Okay, Pitbull dog movies. Pitbulls, shockingly, don't have a lot of IMDb credits, but they do have a prominent cameo in the 2001 movie Training Day. And research doesn't indicate Pitbull specific movies. Like, Pitbulls don't have a Milo and Otis. Pitbulls don't have an All Dogs Go to Heaven. Pitbulls don't have a Pets 1 or a Pets 2. Pitbulls don't even get to be the dog in the Grinch, which I think was bad casting. But that's, that's up to interpretation. But I did find, even though that they don't have any movie credits, on the next slide you'll see they actually have a very long-standing television credit. So that's on the next slide. Yeah, okay. So Pitbulls and Parolees. This is a show about misunderstood dog breeds and misunderstood people. And it has 8 out of 10 stars with over 1,000 reviews. So even though it's a television program, it's much better reviewed and viewed by the public than Mr. 305's movie. So this TV show goes over one of the most prominent Pitbull rescues. I'm just a marble mouth tonight. One of the most prominent Pitbull in Los Angeles, and then it also talks about people who get out of prison, and it like tries to match them up. So it's a misunderstood dog breed with a misunderstood person, which I think there's a lesson to learn in there. And there are 171 episodes, and it is still running. So worth noting. Maybe it gives them a point over Mr. 305, even though they can't speak English. Moving on. Get a load of this. I mean, that dog and Mr. 305, they could be brothers. I'm just saying, get a load of that. Next slide. Get a load of this. I mean, that dog looks stunning in black and white. And that man also looks stunning in black and white. What am I trying to say with this? I don't know. Let it seep into your frontal lobe. Maybe you come to the conclusion. Moving on. Okay, fun factoid. When it says feet on a song like Timber by Pitbull feat Kesha, the person's first name is not Feet. Her name isn't Feat Kesha. The feat stands for featuring. So that's Timber by Pitbull featuring Kesha. Moving on. I just thought the public needed to know because I didn't. And what am I trying to prove? I really love dogs and music and I should be able to have both. So that's just the general conclusion. And look at how cute they both are. Okay. And any questions? That's it. That's it. I'm moving on my own accord. And that's my capstone. I really thought a lot about it, and I thought that this was information that was worth sharing. And I know that when you do a capstone, you have to do a question and answer to defend your stance. So thank you for your questions in advance. Super Pizza. Tron, did you interview Potbull for this? No, he did not respond to any of my Twitter DMs. It's unfortunate, but that's the only way to get hard evidence in this town. So everyone is now adopting rescue rappers. In an ideal world, yes, they deserve love too. Nothing ever really features Kesha. She just sort of shows up sometimes. I reject that out of hand. Her newest album was heart-wrenching. So Jimmy Jams, you can just take a seat in the back of the class. Tumblestarker, which one's the dog? They both smell when wet. That's an interesting point. I forgot to put that on my similarities list. Thank you for bringing that up. But I know it's confusing, but the Pitbull, pit space bull is the dog. And Pitbull, one word, is the American rapper, philanthropist, actor, songwriter, entrepreneur. What happened to your eye? Okay, this is the second time I've been asked this. So I'm actually quarantining from home right now, and my little sister and I went to a skate park. And she can do tricks a lot better than me. She can drop into half pipes and stuff. And I got really mad because she was embarrassing me, and then she threw a skateboard deck at my eye. Because she said I was being a jerk. So, yeah. Why Boost 707? Why'd they name him Pitbull? I think it has to do with his loyalty and also his aggressive nature. He really attacks music with the same voraciousness that a pit bull defends their family. So they have a lot of the same traits. Super Pizza, what's it like living as a TV? It's cold in here, but ask Bjork. She has a better idea of the inner workings of a television. Jimmy Jam says the rapper Pitbull ever shat on the floor. Again, and he on my Twitter DMs, but that's another excellent point. If I could prove that, I would put that in the similarities slide. Sadville, are there Misters 1 through 304? I would assume yes, and after. Like, I could be Mr. 949, but I don't know if I've done anything of enough note to claim that as my title. I feel like you got to be a good representative to your community to be able to claim the area code. Like Ryan Sheckler is also from the 949, so maybe he deserves it more. Was Pitbull fixed? I think only his wife. Motion design. Is it a dog or did he get his? Oh, it went away. I can't see it. Oh. I can't see it. Boost 707, does he have kids? He has a beautiful wife, and pit bulls usually have puppies. For the love of God, what is Potbull? I made a typo. Thank you for pointing out my flaws. I think it helps to remind everyone that I am human. Motion Design asked, did Pitbull get his name from the dog Or did the dog get there? The question's cut off, but I think it says, or did the dog get the name from the man? I think that's a real chicken and the egg situation. Like what came first. But I think the pit bull breed has been around longer than Mr. 305, but I don't know if they have as much influence to claim an area code. Yeah. I really deserve this. I really deserve this so that I can become a real estate agent so I can annoy the fuck out of everyone on Facebook. I also chose the color orange because I love Halloween. You feel smarter thanks to me? Thanks. I really aim to have an informative presentation so that everyone can walk away feeling a little bit better about themselves, you know? Miami has both 305 and 786 as area codes. Why 305? I think because that was whatever part of the town that he was born in. Actually, I know that because I'm the expert here. Live your dreams, Trant? Thank you. The TV moved on its own. I willed it like Magneto. Somehow I knew this would be a better setup for the camera. Oh, what? I passed. Oh.
Trot, you did it! You did
Oh,
it, my
Mr.
boy.
Sideways. Oh, I wish I could hug you right now.
Okay, don't worry about it.
Oh.
Congratulations. You're gonna be a functioning member of society in no time. I learned so much. I'm gonna make my wife watch that movie and I'm pretty sure she's gonna hit me. But I want it. I want it.
Thank you.
Great. I'm gonna just get you out of here. Go ahead and enjoy your quarantine.
Don't make me hang out with my sister. She's mean.
So long, Trant. Wow, good kid. Great job, everyone. That's okay, we're boys. That wasn't inappropriate contact. That was a TV containing one of my boys. Okay, come on. I'm sorry. Don't clip that. I need this. This is my gig. Come on. Oh, I deeply regret that. Jeez Louise. That's no way to treat a boy, folks. No way to treat a boy. Oh, well, who else is missing? Gosh, so scant few of you going up today. Who else was supposed to be here? Thank you, I'm large boy. Oh, Charlie. The sensitive one. What happened to our sensitive boy, Charlie? Why is he not here today? Jones is calling child services? I'd like to see you try, okay? I'd like to see you try. All 9 of my daughters call them on account of me just being a real loser, and nothing ever happens. They know it's a false alarm. Oh, no. Ladies and gentlemen, I have sad news. Charlie has reportedly choked on a kitten. He choked on a kitten after seeing a sunrise with it in the morning. He got so touched, they decided to eat the kitten. And he never woke up. You never want to report when one of the boys dies, you know? But, he's with the other boys up in heaven now. Some of the boys up there include Philip Seymour Hoffman, Travis Pastrana. I'm pretty sure they're dead. No, Matt Hoffman, right. I'm large boy. Can you confirm that Matt Hoffman is dead for me? Thank you. And many other boys. Kurt Cobain. Oh, the guy from Linkin Park. Matt Hoffman's alive. Right. Who am I thinking of? One of these bikers is dead. I know it. In the pussy in action in the sky. Robin Williams is definitely one of the boys. Keith Carradine is definitely one of the boys in Bro Heaven. Because he died masturbating while choking himself. And if that's not how we all want to go out, Dave Mira's dead. Thank you. It's Dave Mira, Robin Williams, Keith Carradine from the Kill Bill franchise, Kurt Cobain, and now Charlie. Fuck. Okay, who else is here? Right. We don't want to hear that kind of sad news. And the NXS guy also did autoerotic asphyxiation. Great. John, the hunky boy. Who knows what happened with John? Why is he not here presenting his final presentation? John Ouroboros himself. God! Oh! Why do they do it so young? You can't Ouroboros yourself when you're this young, folks. You just can't. It's not healthy. It's not sanitary. It's really a thing you should do when you reach middle age, if not your twilight years. Oh, so he's in the hospital for sure because of Ouroborosing himself. John is so hunky he doesn't need an H in his name. Yeah, exactly. We all knew that about John. He's got 4 H's down his tummy. Don't look at John like that. Right, got it. You're on to me, I know that. Lean Green Machine, I know, it's okay, but he can recover. You can Ouroboros yourself and you can still make it out alive. It just requires years of therapy. Shout out to our boy John, who Ouroboros himself. Great. Now our one student, who for some reason decided to come in today, even though we're simulcasting this whole class, they're here to present now. So we're going to get our boy Hayes out here momentarily. Is he in the pisser? Where'd he go? Where's Hayes? Mario Gio 981, good to see you in class again. It's been a minute. I hope you're doing all right. All right, here comes Hayes. Great.
Oh, hey, what's
Good luck,
up?
young man. Don't touch me.
Okay, yeah, sorry, what's up? Oh, hey, what's up, dude? Dudes and girls, or dudes and, chicks. You're like, oh,
You're a hit.
hell yeah, dude! Fuck yeah, dude! Does that mean I fucking pass already? I don't even have to present?
No, you still got to do your thing.
Oh. Alright, well, what's good? How's it going? It's me, your boy, Hayes. What up, Sadville? What up, I'm Large Boy? What up, Patreon Reject? What's good to everybody in the chat and in the classroom and stuff? Jones says that's a sick shirt, dog. Thank you, dude. Yeah, it's got like hella pineapples on it, cause like it's basically like fucking like a weed smoking shirt or whatever, dude. It's like, you know how like Pineapple Express is like weed, dude? It's like I have a Pineapple Express like friggin' shirt, dude. So what up? I basically I did a presentation just like how everybody had to do a presentation. What up, Team Russell? Sweet shirt. Shit, get a pineapple is sweet. Oh, hell yeah, dude. It is sweet because like a fruit, dude. Actually, damn, that's actually next level. Alright, dude, so basically without further ado, let's jump into my presentation. Here is the title of it. It is Elon Musk, I Will Die on Mars for You by Hayes. That's me, Hayes. Well, my name is Hayes, but people call me Hayes. Like as a nickname, because my name is Hayes, but like Hayes like weed smoke is like what my nickname is. So yeah, thank you. Yeah, so like don't call me Hayes like Hayes, because actually my name that everybody like calls me is Hayes, and my last name is Duncan. But basically like this is my presentation. Alright, let's like friggin' like whatever, jump into it. Alright, basically, so like if you don't have background information about this, you gotta know who like Elon Musk is, because that's like the kind of like one of the main points of this presentation. So this is just like some quick points about like who he is and like what he does and shit. Alright, so number one, Elon Musk invented the word Tesla, which is like, it means like electricity and like technology and stuff. I don't know what the like root is or like the etymology. It's like, I think it's like maybe Latin, because like a lot of words that are old, like Shakespeare, like ith and doth and like all that shit that you had to learn in like middle school, that's all Latin or whatever. But basically like Tesla is like this unique new word that he came up with to like make a branding. because he's like he's a scientist, but like he is also like a businessman. So like he kind of like combined those two things to make up Tesla. And if you have questions, like you can ask them now, but like I'm gonna do a Q&A at the end too. So if I don't answer your question, you can just like hold on to it and I'll like get to it at the end or whatever. I think Tesla was a horse, dude. I don't know about that, but we can talk about it at the end. All right, so like basically number 2 thing that Elon Tesla did is he invented turning electricity into gas. Cause like before, when you have a car, it had to have gas to like make it go and stuff. But what Elon Musk did is he like invented a way where you can like plug in your car basically to like the wall, like a Xbox, and then the electricity goes in the car and it like turns into gas so the car can drive. So basically that was like a revolution in technology and like electricity and stuff, and it lets us use electricities from like the friggin' sun or wind or whatever, and we turn it into gas. So that actually was legit, like probably one of the top 3 best inventions. Can you put gasoline in the car and turn it into electricity? I don't actually know about that. That's probably like a reverse Tesla. My guess is that Elon is like probably actually legit working on that right now, but I'm not like one of the engineers, so I can't speak to that right now, but I could speculate on it later on. We got to keep moving though. Basically, another thing that Elon Musk invented is being a white guy from Africa. Before Elon Musk, if you were from Africa's, basically that meant you were black. So like Nelson Mandela's or like Dave Chappelle for that one time, they were from Africa, but they were black. And Elon Musk invented being a white guy, but also he is from Africa. So that was like a new thing in America where you can actually be from Africa and still actually be a white guy like that. All right. And this is actually probably the most important thing that Elon Musk did invent. He invented the idea of going to Mars. And before this, people only did go to the moon or go to the bottom of the ocean or like go to China or whatever. But Elon Musk was like, nah, dude, I'm actually thinking bigger, dude. Like, actually, you can't control my friggin' ideas and put them in like a box, because they go beyond like the stratosphere and even the moon and all the way to friggin' Mars, dude. So he's kind of like a maverick and like a next level like thinker and pioneer. Elon Musk is a pioneer for his white African people, and actually, no doubt, that's actually kind of true. And can we go to Mars? Is that possible? And actually, before Elon Musk, it wasn't even possible to think about go to Mars, but after he said, like, what if we actually did it? Then people are like, oh, fuck. Damn, we actually can go to Mars, and let's actually try it, and Elon Musk can be like the friggin' leader of coming up with that idea. Sadville's asking about what about freaking Damien, and he's in my presentation later, so don't even sweat it, we're gonna for sure get to that. All right, let's pop onto that next slide. All right, so this is like actually the main thesis of what my presentation is about, is like why Elon Musk should pick me, because he was basically like, we're gonna send some dudes to Mars to like make it a place to live, but we need to pick someone who's actually like mega chill and cool and smart, because they have to be like the #1 guy up there and they can't actually even come back. So here's some, basically just some like good ideas and like reasons and stuff for why I would actually be like legit probably top 3 of the best dudes who could go up there and be the #1 guy on Mars. And #1 is, I was captain of the JV lacrosse team at New Trier High School in 2012. So that demonstrates that I actually have legit good ass leadership skills, where I can like tell like if our like left midi is like not even committing on D, or like if like one of our attack, like our mid attack is like basically just kind of like jogging up the field in the third quarter, like I wouldn't even take that shit. And so like if somebody was doing that like on Mars, I would be like, dude, like fucking get your shit together and actually like contribute to the team, because we're like trying to restart humanity and shit. And also, like, my experience on the lacrosse team would actually help me too, because like I'm actually like legit super agile and athletic from that, and I'm still strong even though I did stop playing after high school. All right, next slide. Dope. So here's another good ass reason is that my stepdad Rick actually leases a Tesla, and he does let me drive it on the weekend. So if the rocket ship that Elon Musk invents to go to Mars is like kind of like a Tesla, which it probably is because it's like those are both his inventions, then I'll actually freaking already know how to drive it because it's like basically I drive a Tesla every Saturday and sometimes on Sundays when Rick doesn't need it to like go to work or like visit people or whatever. And Rick is actually mad chill. And he could also probably be on this Mars mission too because it is technically his Tesla, even though it is technically a lease, so he doesn't technically own it right now. But legit, he could still drive it, and he's like pretty fucking good at driving. So that's that. Next slide. All right, so this is actually kind of like going back to what Saville PM was saying. Is like I watched the first half of that movie, The Martian, with Matt Damon, while I was on a plane to New Jersey for a lax tournament, and we did come in third place. And it was actually East Coast, so like they're legit as fuck on the East Coast at lacrosse. So third place is actually a pretty fucking good placing. And basically, I watched the first half of that movie, which is probably like the most important part because that's the part where they actually go to freaking Mars. And like they already got there halfway through the movie. So basically, I know how to get there. And Matt Damon made it look pretty chill and not that hard because he was just like eating his potatoes that he like grew in his shit or whatever, and even though that's nasty as hell, I could probably actually do that. But yeah, I included these photos of Matt Damon in case you don't know him. He's like kind of like the freaking like Leonardo DiCaprio of movies. Like he just like is in all the sickest fucking movies. So if you don't know him, definitely check out Matt Damon. He's in The Martian. He's in the one where he's like really freaking small. He's in
Downsizing. I love that movie.
Downsizing. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. That actually was legit. Ocean's 11, Inception. Yeah, so like basically, Django Unchained. Yeah, he's like basically hella fucking prolific. So this isn't really about Matt Damon, but if you haven't seen his movies, actually do check them out because they're legit as fuck. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, so this is basically like more reasons why Elon Musk should pick me because I couldn't even fit it all on one page because there's actually so much fucking shit that I couldn't even like, I tried to make the font hella small, but it couldn't even fit, so I had to do another slide. So basically, I purposefully haven't even nutted in 6 months because I'm storing all my extra jizz to repopulate the planet. So that's like pretty self-explanatory. Basically, I haven't even like jacked it or jerked it or fucking whacked it even a little bit. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that is dedication on large boy. Yeah, so basically like my nuts are like fully fucking loaded, like ready to fucking explode with jizz. But I'm actually keeping it all stored in there so that when I get to Mars, I can just like fucking unload that shit and like make hella kids. Cause part of being on Mars is that you gotta like make Earth, but like in Mars. So I'm gonna like basically fuck all the girls and like have them have all like my babies or whatever. And like other guys can do it too, but like their nut is probably not gonna be even as strong as mine because mine is like hella aged to perfection, like a fine beef. All right, so there's like another one on this slide. Oh yeah, this is actually probably like really important. So basically I've logged over 38,000 hours in Halo 3 multiplayer. So that actually did prepare me for alien warfare in case like there's like the Flood or like the Arbiter is like just fucking chilling on like the dark side of Mars that we haven't even seen yet. Like we actually don't know what's on the other side of Mars because like only the light side is part that we can see. So there might actually be like the big fucking Arbiter guy from Halo or like the little like goopy monster guys or like a grunt or like a one of those big guys. They might actually be on Mars, but it's like not even a big problem because I am so good at Halo and did so much Halo playing that I like basically could probably no scope them or like give me like a battle rifle or like even a freaking like dual wield SMG, and I would actually body them, not even a problem.
The Needler.
Oh yeah, actually the Needler is legit. If Elon Musk could hook me up with like a Needler, I would just be like ratata, and they'd be like done, dude. But also I'm hella good at driving Warthogs and stuff, so like if we get up there and there actually aren't even any Teslas, or like the Cybertruck, dude. Oh my god, dude, I didn't even think about that until right now, but the Cybertruck is like actually freaking basically like a Warthog. Like if we put a turret on the back of the Cybertruck, that would be fucking legit. Dude, somebody tweet at Elon Musk right now with a picture of the Cybertruck and the Warthog and be like, fucking put this shit together, man. Hell yeah. So that's that part. What else? Can you go to the next slide, dude? All right, hell yeah. What will I do when I get to Mars? So it's like basically like if Elon Musk does actually choose to like bring me to Mars, he's probably expecting me like to be like a leader or whatever and like show this new world how we can live. And so like one of the first things that I would do is build a dope ass skate park, like that one episode of Rocket Power where I think it's called like Skatopia. Where it's like an indoor skate park and everything's like super futuristic. Does anybody remember that episode? Part of me feels like it was like a fever dream that I had one time and it didn't actually happen. But it was like an indoor skate park where like you would like skate through like tubes and shit, and like it was like all like LED lights and stuff. And it was legit as hell, but actually it was kind of fucked up because it like put out of business the one like OG skate park that was run by that one Jamaican dude. So he was like kind of salty about it and like not into it. But it was actually dope as hell. And if we could get something like that on Mars, I feel like that'd be like a legit way to like basically just kind of kick back and relax on Mars. And you would get dope air because the gravity's like a lot less. So it would be like in Tony Hawk Pro Skater, if you ever played that, where like you bring the gravity down and you can do like fucking sick shit, dude. So that would be dope. And that's a picture of Tinto. He's like the Hawaiian guy who like always has ancient Hawaiian advice to give. So I just wanted to put him on there, just to kind of like remind us that like we do need to like bring the wisdom of Earth to Mars, and like he would actually, if he was real, that would be legit. To like, I would for sure have Tinto on my team. Is he like Moana? Yeah, he like kind of basically, he's like a Moana guy. I don't actually know exactly what that is, but he kind of reminds me of that. All right, we got to move on. All right, so basically the number two thing that I would do is actually legalize all freaking space weed, because basically that's the most easy way to like get people to chill and like come together. Is like if you were on another planet and another alien was up there like trying to like eat your shit, you'd be like, actually dude, hold on and let's chief this bowl first, and then we can like friggin' talk about it and like actually have our minds open and like not be closed off to the other dimensions that are out there. So basically I think that it's really important that we legalize it, not just on Earth, but like extraterrestrial. Have you toked in the last 6 months, or are you saving that too? Well, basically, when I smoke weed now, I try to not exhale. So like I breathe in and then I just like never let it out. So like my lungs are like actually hella full. Like I'm exhaling right now, but like I kind of like visualize like a chamber in my lung that's just like hella weed smoke. So like I just keep it in there until like, you know, like when you like smoke like a hella big rip, or like you chief like even if you like took a cigarette and you like really deep inhale it for like 10 seconds or whatever, and then when you breathe out, it's actually like not even that milky. Like if you breathe out like 1 second after, it's like hella milky, but then if you actually leave it in there, it's like way less milky. So it's like, where did that milkiness go? It's like clearly it's being stored inside your like weed trap in your lung. So that's kind of like been my strategy. I've been like basically trying to like store that milky goodness like up in my shit, and then like when I get there, I can like unlock it, or like maybe because the gravity is lower, it will like rise up into my brain and like give me heightened levels of like perception and shit. All right, hell yeah. I think there's only like a couple more slides. Oh yeah, dude. So basically, when I get up there, I will have to make my stepdad Rick the ambassador for Earth. He's actually hella tight, so it's like not even really a big deal. But I figured like if I am gonna like use his Tesla on the weekends and like use his knowledge and stuff to fly the rocket up to Mars, it would be fair to make my stepdad Rick the ambassador to Earth. So like if there's ever problems or like people are trying to like come up to Mars and like visit or like even chill or like if we wanted to organize like a friggin' like lax tournament or brawl for something like that between Earth and Mars, that could all like go through Rick and he can like basically just organize all that shit and like make sure that everybody is like on the same page or whatever. Hell yeah, alright, cool. So basically, in conclusion, please Mr. Elon Musk, sir, let me die on Mars for you. That is basically like my whole freaking presentation actually. Thank you. And like now I guess it's like time for questions or whatever if you don't understand any of that part. So yeah, like if you want to know like about me or like the presentation, bro, have you seen Total Recall with the chick? And actually, no, I haven't, but like I did hear about that movie, and I heard that it's actually legit as hell.
She got 3 boobs.
Oh, damn, dude, for real?
3 boobs, yeah.
Dang. Okay, actually, if there are any 3-titty girls on Mars or even on Earth, they're fully welcome, and I'm gonna tell Rick that like they get like actually like a friggin' flash pass like at Disney to like come in, because basically like if the more titties that you have, the faster that you get to come to Mars would be like the rule. Did Rick teach you to harness nut power? And actually, no. Rick is technically he is vasectomized, so like he doesn't have nut, or like he does, but like his nut. It's like confusing because like he basically like can't nut, but like he has nut. So it's like they fucking like cut the cord or whatever. I don't like fully get it, but basically like his nut is like not like it doesn't nut. Like he has nuts, but they don't nut like the verb of it, if that makes sense. Does Rick burn? Hell yeah, he does. Can you vape on Mars? And actually, yes. And actually, it's gonna be legit, fully legal to vape, and you can even use those like off-brand jewel pods that are kind of like banned because those are legit and they are actually cheaper. So it's like pretty sick. Does Elon have ties to the Illuminati? And I don't actually know, but if he does, that would actually be super helpful because I am, like on the side, I do freestyle and like I kind of have like a hip hop career that I'm trying to like. It's like low key. It's not like a big deal, but it's like if my dad or if like Rick doesn't want to hire me, like that's kind of like my passion is like to basically do hip hop beats and stuff. And if he has connects to the Illuminati, they like basically run the whole freaking like hip hop scene. So that would be tight, and I could like actually get in there with them. Do you pass to the left or to the right on Mars? Oh, fuck, dude. I didn't even think about that, because if it's like Australia where everything is like upside down and shit, then you maybe actually do have to pass to the right. But it would be like, you pass to like Martian left. So if that's like the same as Earth left, then that's what you do, but like it's like whatever left means on Mars, which is like actually kind of a mindfuck to think about. Kilroy480 is saying, I have a question. When you get high on Mars, how are you going to satisfy the munchies? Dang, dude. And actually, that actually goes back to my boy freaking Matt Damien from the movie when he like basically just did a whole farm out of his shit. And it's kind of like messed up and nasty to like eat potatoes that are from your shit, but my plan is to like eat hella good foods on Earth before I go to Mars. Like just eat all my favorite foods like friggin' like Crunchwrap and like friggin' the new spicy chicken from Popeyes and like Totino's pizza rolls, and like just eat all my favorite foods so that when I have to like shit, it's like flavored with all the actual stuff that I actually already love to eat, you know? And then I'll have like a good ass like a good shit to grow my food out of, and then the potatoes will like probably like taste like all the shit that I like to eat. And what is, let me see, are there any other questions? Oh, the Lido deck say, yo, what's up with what is the lineup for the first Marcella? Oh, shit, dude. Actually, do you want to get on that? Like, for real, I'm thinking, like, it would be kind of hard to get, like, too many artists up there because it's, like, hella far away. But, like, damn, that would be tight to do a Marcella. Like, maybe we can do, like a virtual like call-in thing, so like we could get like Drake and like Lil Uzi and like Lil Nas X and like freaking Macklemore, get those dudes and like fucking get them on like, oh, hologram, dude, hologrammers, dude, that's legit a good idea, Olivia-ish or whatever your name is, dude. That's a good ass idea because they did do a hologram for friggin' Tupac that one time, and that looked legit as hell. So if we could get that on Mars, that'd be tight. What if Mars doesn't have weed and Monster? I mean, I'm kind of like basically planning to like basically bring all my shit to Mars. I'm gonna like pack it all up, like my fucking Xbox, my lax gear, my weed. I've got some clones, like weed seed clones that I can bring so I can grow them in my shit. But yeah, like hopefully there's already some dope shit up there. Like we don't know what's on the dark side of the Mars, so there actually might legit already be like a Mars like dispensary or like a Mars fucking Popeyes or like a Mars fucking like Wax League or something. So like when we get up there, I'm actually high-key stoked to like go to the dark side and see what's up and like try to basically, maybe there'll be like hella sexy Mars bitches that I can just like hit up. Get Kanye on Mars. Hell yeah, dude. If we could get Yeezy on Mars, that would be probably the most legit thing since My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, actually, I think. Cause like, I mean, maybe it wouldn't be better than that, but it would at least be better than Yeezus. And I actually fucking vibe with Yeezus, so that's actually legit saying a lot. Space Rocks, I think you can smoke them. Just saying. Oh yeah, dude, have you actually ever even had Moon Rocks, dude? Like, I went to a dispensary one time and they had something called Moon Rocks, which is like basically like you take a nug and like you dip it in like, I think it's like wax, but like something like hella sticky on the outside, and then you roll the nug in like keef. So it's like already like basically the most legit ass cushiest nug that you ever seen, and then you take that shit and you roll that shit in like even more dankness, like Fun Dip powder, but it's like weed, and that's Moon Rocks. So like fuck, like if that's Moon Rocks, just like try to even think about fucking Mars Rocks, dude. What the fuck? Oh, hell yeah, dude! Did I just freaking pass my presentation, man?
Hayes, you did it, man! Congratulations! We're so proud of you. That's what's up. Hit it. Yeah, that's what's up. Uh-huh.
Oh. Fuck yeah, dude! Blah, blah, blah. Oh, shit, dude. I almost like freaking like air nutted, dude. I'm actually like pent up as shit. Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah, thank you. That was legit as hell. I'm actually stoked to like graduate or whatever. Dude, dab with me, dude.
Oh, that feels good. They don't let me do that at the house.
Alright, dude. Peace out. Thank you. You guys are all legit as hell. See you on freaking Mars, dude.
Congrats, Hayes. Please date one of my daughters. Oh, man. Congratulations to Hayes on passing that wonderful presentation. I hope Elon Musk hears this. Please watch the show, Mr. Musk and Mrs. Grimes. Oh, great. Welcome, everybody. We're 2 presentations in. We're going to take a quick break before our next one. Boy, who was supposed to be here today? So many of you just lost to the wind. This COVID thing is really kicking my ass. More so than my wife. What happened to Dion? Can anyone tell me what happened to our boy, Dion? It's not a boys' night without Dion. Oh, man. Okay, did someone just say Dion Mustard now? That's messed up. It's messed up. And I sound like Bubbles? That's real nice, real funny, okay? I can actually see out my glasses. I'm not scared of no Sam Squanch. Dion died in a tragic Urgy accident? I don't know if you're pulling my chain, or if you're yanking my balls, or if you're ripping my belt. But I'm not gonna have that kind of talk in here, okay? Oh, okay. You went to get some mustard. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, sure. I know the lines are long at the store, but for mustard, you gotta go. Looks like Steven Seagal cut off his ponytail and became a librarian. I'm not fully offended by that just yet, but you're on thin ice, Kilroy. You're on thin ice, okay? And the ice caps are melting, son. Okay? So it's cracking underneath, like a spider web, just branching out, tiny little arms, and you can see the fish underneath. Do the other teachers have such a high death rate in these classes? Well, this school is barely open still. Okay? Our rival school, Billy Bob Thornton University, Billy Bob Thornton Elementary is doing just fine, but Billy Bob Thornton University, they are much more prestigious. They're doing gangbusters. Unlike our school, the Everything Now Community College, and we just do what we can with what we got. So good luck to Dion. I hope he's okay with his mustard run. Who else is missing? Oh, Dion invented Fortnite, the game, and retired in opulence. Wow. I guess he doesn't have to go to school anymore, huh? Tyler! I don't know what he is. He's a boy, though. He's one of the boys. And one of you better tell me what happened to him. He messed with the bull, he got the horns. Listen, that's every single day of my life, okay? I think maybe the bull will be nice to me this time. And he just yanks me around. Tyler is out getting some pussy. None of that language! I don't want any of that discussion in my room. Tyler's stuck in the wet zone. Oh. Yeah, I know what that's like. Yeah, I know that is, yeah. So many gay porn star actors. Okay, come on. Don't objectify these young men. This is a night for the boys, okay? Can't the boys have a night just this once? Must you take it away from them? Can't even look at you. Can't even look at you. And even if they were gay porn star actors, then hey, so what? They're great and they need education too. Their ideas of boys' nights a tad different. Yeah, well, it's still a night with boys. Tyler got a contract to model for Hanes underwear. Oh, that's great. Okay, yeah. He's getting pussy and he's also modeling for underwear. That's fine. I'm just glad to know that my alumnus are going out there and killing it in the world. And they're not getting wrangled by their 9 daughters, who they love. Their 9 daughters and their aggressive wife. Oh, they're out there trying stuff. They're experimenting and radiating new energy into the world. Right. We have our next presentation. This is... Oh, what's his name? Is this Crit? This is not Crit. This is Smith? Alright, great. Smith, I'm gonna get you out here. Let me get the TV real quick.
Is he on the TV?
I forgot. Smith is telecasting in through the projector. So he's just gonna be on the screen. Okay. Good luck, Smith.
Oh. What's good? Oh. All right, fam. Oh, what's up? Greetings, brothers and babes. It's your guy Smith. You probably remember me from various BOYZ nights or from my previous presentation on how to get laid while in quarantine. I hope I've helped you all successfully drown yourself in your respective poon and or peen. But today, I'd like to touch on something a bit more personable for my thesis presentation. I want to pull up my slideshow here. Let's get right into it. Why I should be acquitted for running over a dog with my Kawasaki by me, Smith. So, this is a long story. But I guess we're just gonna have to get into it. I'm gonna start from the beginning. Okay. So you guys can read, but Thomas Smithsonian Hanks was born June 9th, 1989. After being pregnant for 11 months, my mother gave vaginal birth to a beautiful 17-pound baby. That's me, Smith. Looking chunky as heck, killing it. Yeah. The doctor immediately had to administer CPR due to the large amounts of Red Bull that had entered my lungs in the womb. Tragic. But my mother had a huge craving for Red Bull and chicharrones during her pregnancy. So, what are you going to do? Since then, I've declared Red Bull my arch nemesis and swore to never drink energy drinks for my entire life. I wish it ended there, folks, but it doesn't. Everything changed. That is until the Hanson Natural Company healed our post 9/11 hearts by introducing us to one of the God's most beautiful creations in April of 2002. Guess what it is, guys? That's right, it's Monster Energy drinks. Our savior. My savior. Oh. So, ever since then, Monster became my North Star. Monster was my life. Yeah, I started out just by drinking Monster regularly. You know, there's me when I was younger, drinking Monster every day. And I just started trying every single flavor that came out. You know, you got your standard Monster Energy, your Monster Low Carb, Monster Absolutely Zero, your Monster M80, Monster Chaos, Monster Ripper, Monster MIXXD, Monster Cuba Lima, Monster Ultra Zero, Ultra Red, Ultra Blue, Ultra Violet, Ultra Citron, Ultra Sunrise, Ultra Black, Ultra Paradise. You got your Monster Juiced, Monster Juiced Ripper, Monster Juiced Pipeline Punch, US only, Monster Juiced Mango Loco, Monster Juiced Chaos, and of course Monster Juiced Pacific Punch. You also got your Monster Sports Limited Edition, like your Lewis Hamilton 44 can, your VR 46 The Doctor can, and your Rob Gronkowski Gronk can. You also got your Monster Nitrous, Super Dry, Killer Bee, Anti-Gravity, and of course Monster Nitrous Ice. I could list them all, but of course my favorite being Java Monster Nut Up. By far my favorite Monster Energy. It's the dopest by far. You could say otherwise, but you're wrong. Anyway, Monster started spreading into other parts of my life. I started only wearing Monster merch. I only had Monster Energy birthday parties. I could only jerk off to the Monster girls. And, you guys can't really see it. You can see the thing up there, though. And, of course, the only song I had on my iPod Touch was the theme song for Monster Garage. Monster Garage, Monster Garage, You guys know it. Jesse James, baby. Can't go wrong. Anyway, this ultimately led me to buy this. My KX250 Monster Energy Kawasaki 2-stroke with a recluse clutch, so I never had to pull to switch gears. I mean, like, that bike was bitchin'. So sick. I fucking love just looking at it, man. You're so hot. But you guys probably know it better as the murder weapon of Miss Hedges' 8-year-old Labradoodle, Darnell. But I'll get back to that in a second. Let's go to 2019. Alright. I don't wanna be going too fast for you guys. Is this a good pace? I know there's a lot to cover here. Alright. So, go 2019 last year. pretty bad year, I'd say. Bad year for me too. It was in 2019. I was sent to the emergency room after lacerating my face while attempting to shotgun a Monster Rehab Rojo tea. And this was bad, not only because they had to perform surgery straight on my face, but after numerous tests, the doctors estimated I consumed over 40 kiloliters of Monster energy drink over the course of my life, and I am now unable to give or receive blood. That's some fucked up shit. Fuck. Anyway, let's just keep moving forward. The cruel irony was that I became Monster. Oh. Alright. Moving on. So the accident. You know, the day that the accident happened to me was pretty blurry. I left home at around 4 p.m. to ride over to Ptolemy's house for a boys' night. Up until that point, I had drank around 11 Manic Melon Monster Hydros. And then about like 29 Monster Espresso Hammers. And I ate around 3 gluten-free chocolate chip cookies from Trader Joe's. So yeah, I was pretty yonked. So my eyes started doing this thing where they violently shake from side to side, and everything everything like that I look at becomes what I can only describe as straight vibey. It's where like kind of like it's just going back and forth. My doctor later told me that the condition I was experiencing was called diplopia. So yeah, pretty intense disease or condition. Needless to say, I was ready to ride. So I hopped on my Cowie and headed to boys' night. And you know, I was riding my. Since I was seeing like straight double due to my diplo penis, I decided I should pop a wheelie so I could see 2 wheels instead of 4, because I don't ride quads. Only Dooners ride quads, and Dooners can suck on my truck nads. Anyway, the problem with popping a wheelie, other than you might get too many babes, is that it impairs your vision even more. Like this. And that's when canine calamity struck. You know, I'd really like to tell you guys that there was this dramatic moment where I saw Darnell run into the road, and then I would slam on my brakes while screaming "No!" in slow motion. But the reality is that my rear tire ran through him like a power saw cutting a 2x4. I probably wouldn't even have noticed if my visor wasn't completely drenched in blood, which at first I thought could have been some leftover Manic Melon Hydro. But once I realized what had happened, I did what every sensible human being would do in a situation like this. I left a sticky note. And, you know, I guess she didn't like the note. And the owner of the dog is now charging me in civil and criminal court for animal cruelty. So yeah. But like, I'm not worried. Because I have Lerner and Rowe. Oh fuck, I skipped ahead. Because I have Lerner and Rowe on my side, and with their legal expertise, I'm going to countersue Monster Energy Drink for being way too tasty. I know what to do with this, guys. I'm smart. I'm gonna win this. And as you could probably tell from the evidence, this is like an airtight plan. Like, this is gonna work out great for me. But I know you all have like there's one question that has yet to be unanswered, you know. And obviously that question is, what's Smith's new drink? Because I can't do Monster anymore, guys. It's just like, it's betrayed me. It's put me in a bad situation. So I'm actually gonna like take off my jersey. Fuck. Sorry, Monster. Monster's over. The era's gone. But there's a new era. And that new era is Bang Energy. The only drink that goes in like candy and out like Chipotle. So what's up, Bang? We're new partners in crime. Let's frickin' do this. And thank you. I'll be taking questions now. Jones asks, "Are you a never nude?" No, I'm usually nude. Actually, I'm nude 90% of the time. This is like one of the only times that I actually am wearing clothes. So yeah. What is Aster says? What does Monster come out like? And since I've been drinking Monster since I was 9 years old, I've never had a solid shit. So yeah. Smith, do you ever hear your dead dogs bark? Fuck, that's kind of really fucked up to think about. But I guess, yeah, sometimes I do have nightmares of reliving that situation where I'm dealing with my Diplo penis and I accidentally run over the dog. Yeah. Sadbell says, wasn't this all sort of the dog's fault, though? And that's what kind of I'm saying. And it's like, you know, usually dogs don't go near motorcycles because motorcycles are big and loud and scary. And for some reason, this dog, like, wanted to take me on. And so, like, I think it's kind of fucked up that that dog did that. And it really fucked up my Cowie. So, yeah. What else we got? What does a birthday cake bash taste like? It tastes like if you, like, blended birthday cake ice cream with Sour Patch Kids. Into a liquid and then just like chugged it. What's the dog's name again? The dog's name is Darnell. Yeah, and it's Miss Hedges' dog, and she's pissed. She's taking me to court. Why wasn't the dog on a leash? That's what I'm saying, man. There wasn't even a leash on it when I ripped it in half with my huge bike. So I don't know. It's fucked up. Do you ever think about running over more dogs when you get angry? No, like, I don't want to hurt any, like, living thing. I actually believe heavily in Namaste. So, I'm still dealing with, the fact that I killed that dog. It's pretty fucked up. How many kids were in the family, that owned the dog you killed? Well, they're technically not real kids, but she does have, 7 foster children. And they did depend heavily on that dog for emotional support. What else we got? More things about the dog. Yeah, the dog was fucked up. I don't know if he was drunk, but probably. Have you tried black magic to bring back the dog? I honestly haven't tried that, but if you guys know a black magician, let me know. And yeah, the only black magician I know is from Yu-Gi-Oh! And I don't play with cards anymore because I'm a grown-ass man. What else we got? Any other... Why didn't you just run away? Well, I left a sticky note because I believe in the namaste, and I believe what goes around and goes around again. So that's why I left a sticky note, and I was like, you can hit me up on Venmo. I'll totally Venmo you for your dog. But she never hit me up, and instead the cops just showed up to my door and was like, you're under arrest. And I'm like, this is fucked. Sad Bill, what happened to the Kawasaki? I was perfectly fine. I rode it to Ptolemy's house, but once the cops arrested me, they took it in as evidence, so I haven't seen it since. So, once my case is cleared, maybe I'll get her back, but for right now, kind of dealing with a long-distance relationship with that one. Yeah. Thanks for your support, guys. It really means a lot. Are there any warnings on Monster cans saying don't ride Kawasaki's? Like, actually the opposite, because they have like a brand partnership with Kawasaki, so it's more like ride Kawasaki's. So it's like they expect you to drink Monster and ride it, so it's actually Monster's fault and not mine. And I should be able to drink, that many Monsters and get away with it. So, but alas, I'm moving on to Bang Energy now. Just gonna be fucking chugging birthday cake bashes all day. Do you have a binder full of pictures of dead animals with sticky notes on them? I have a bunch of pictures of that dog with a sticky note on it. And yeah, I guess it is like a collage just for evidence. But I'll probably have to present that in court. And yeah, I'm 30 years old. I'm gonna turn 31 on June 9th. This isn't looking good. Other fun facts. My name is Thomas Smithsonian Hanks, and that's because Big came out right before I was born, so they wanted to name me after the star Tom Hanks, so that I would get big and grow and be a nice, strong linebacker or something. And then they gave me the middle name of Smithsonian, so I would be smart. Neither came to fruition. Yeah, R.I.P. Dave Mira. He died a little while ago. Oh shit, I didn't pass? Oh, that's fucked. That's gonna be a lot on top of my court battle that I'm gonna have to take summer school while doing that. That's really fucked, guys. I thought you were on my side, and I thought you thought the dog was pretty fucked up instead of me being fucked up, but I guess it's just that's not whatever.
Smith, I'm pretty sure by fuck they meant fuck? No, you shouldn't be tried as an adult or in court at all. So I think you won.
Oh, was that for me to go to court?
Yeah, if you should be guilty. It was yes or fuck.
Oh, I didn't read the question.
Yeah,
I thought it was to pass the class.
Typical Smith.
Thanks, guys. I love you all. You guys are the best.
Right. Good seeing you, Smith. Hope you're okay.
All right. Peace out, teacher, dude.
Mr. Sideways, thank you. Please date one of my daughters. All right, cool. Oh, great. That was pretty good. It was a little personal. It was like a document of one's soul broadcast onto the screen. And we have one more presentation, but I just want to keep tabs on some other folks, some other boys that were supposed to be here in class, but did not make it and will not be presenting today. So, let's go ahead and check what happened to these boys in particular. Are you trying to have Smith kill your daughters? Absolutely not. Although I do realize that maybe he's not a good fit for any of my 9 daughters. What happened to Tony? I swear to God, if someone gives me bad news about Tony today, I don't think I can handle it. My little heart just can't handle it. He contracted COVID-20. Fuck. What does COVID-20 entail exactly? He forgot to wake up and he's still dreaming to this day. I hope that's the case. I hope that's the case. But just in case, does anyone know what COVID-20 actually does? He's serving 25 for drug trafficking? Oh, I hope he makes it out. I hope that he stole a car and drove it onto one of those car boats, and he got on the ferry and went somewhere else, somewhere nice, somewhere where he can DJ and do everything that made him happy without anyone questioning him. COVID-20 is the DLC for COVID-19. Fuck. Wow, they said these updates would really improve the gameplay, huh? COVID-20 makes your skin greasy and slip and slide, and it's hard to walk around because you keep slipping. Alright, someone try and get a hold of Tony as soon as ASAP. I need to make sure that he is okay, not slipping on anything, possibly falling to his death, or getting impaled in any fire hydrants that he could instead be doing not spins on. He got it after cheating on his girl with your girl. Hey! Oh, my girl's girl. Mario, see me after class. Okay. Look, he's the bad boy. We let him skip class. We let him not do his homework. But I'm concerned for him. What happened to our bro, Shah Rukh? Someone better tell me. A true king, yes indeed. He's off running his cartel. Well, he's a busy man, okay? He's multifaceted. He has as many kids as I do, more diverse. That's fine if he has to do that. You know, we love him. How can you say no to that face? If he would call me up and say, I gotta work on the cartel today, then I would say, completely fine. A+. Ugh. I swipe all my papers off the desk. I get on my knees and I say, please have sex with one of my 9 daughters, or my wife if you really must. And he would say no, because he did say no. I think I scared him. But he's a sweet boy. A+, strong chin. Shah Rukh made everyone else in the world take his name, and now no one can call his name because they think you're talking to everybody. I've had that dream. So many restless nights with that dream. How many of your 9 daughters are on birth control? I can only assume all of them. I had to buy IUDs for Christmas. I had to buy 9. 9 IUDs. You know how... Never mind. As long as they're happy, that's all. Can you stack and attack your daughters, if you know what I mean? After class, Josh! After class! Oh, and your little ringleader. Where's Ptolemy? Where is he? He's no Aristotle, but he has spirit. Aristotle was a fine student. He applied himself and opened his own business, and it was great. But what happened to this man over here? He's dancing on the stand for Smith. Wow. Yeah, okay. He has to look out for his boy, I guess. You know, you got to have good people on your side. You got to fill that jury up with friends. Make sure that everyone knows and likes you and can attest for you and fight for you in this life. This is not Aristotle. This is his twin brother, Ptolemy C. Ozarski. Yeah. And he's not that great of a student, but he's one of your boys, so he's one of mine, I suppose, as well. He might also be putting flowers on Zenith's grave. Right. And we're also going to take this moment to put some F's in the chat for Zenith. Rest in peace. Hayes, do you remember what happened to Zenith? He was jumping the, he was jumping like the huge quarry?
No, it was like the freaking...
Thanks for the F's.
It's like a riverbank or like...
Right.
What is that thing called?
He was jumping something.
An arroyo?
I don't know if that's what it's called. He was kick-flipping the canal.
Canal. Fuck, dude.
And we miss Zenith to this day.
Damn.
And please...
That's fucked up that happened, actually.
It was a year ago. I can't believe it.
It's kind of like an aqueduct or a levee.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Might have been a levee.
Some sort of water-based receptacle of nature. Well, Ptolemy, thanks for putting some flowers on Zenith's grave and for speaking out for our boy Smith. Wow, look at him. She really wished that some kids were born a little hotter, but sometimes you get the ugly stick. What can you do? Anyway, we're on to our last presentation. This is big I'm so sorry, I don't know your nickname. Is it Clit? It's Crit. I'm sorry. So Crit is here. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and get him. Okay, Crit. Are you ready to present?
What up? Yeah, yo. It's Crit.
Good luck.
Looks good.
You got this. I kind of denied. At first, I wasn't sure if your premise was even good enough for a presentation, but I hope that you made do and will convince us all of your thesis. So good luck.
Yeah, dude, totally. Hey, yo, Professor Sideways.
Yeah, what's up, bro?
Professor Sideways, I just want you to know, bro, that, like, I'm not smoking, and, like, I'm home, and as if I'm in school, and, like, it's the same.
Oh. Okay. And so you're not doing any drugs or anything anymore, but it's the exact same at home.
Yeah, like, I'm not up to anything. I'm behaving, so.
Just sober, playing Xbox with your homies. Not getting
Nah,
toked
I'm,
up.
like, studying and shit.
All right. Well, we hope that this is reflected in your presentation. Take it
Yeah,
away.
I feel you. All right, hey everybody, it's Crit. So like my presentation is Big Car, and what up? It's Big Car. And so like I'm gonna be talking about Big Car and like what the you know like story behind that is. And like yeah, like let me know if you have any like questions, or anything like that. So like let's go ahead and like let's hit it. Oh frick. Oh frick. Oh frickin' hell. Frick, let me check my computer. Oh frick. I think Hey, Professor Sideways? Professor Sideways?
Sideways went to take a shit, dude.
Oh, okay. So he's not here? Maybe I can save this then. This is my old presentation. I didn't update it yet. This is just like the templates I put before I write the actual slides. Oh,
What's going on, Crit? What's going on, Crit?
I messed up with my presentation. I didn't add the right parts, and it's not done actually.
Well,
Do I have to present right now?
maybe your passion for your idea of Big Car will convince us to pass you, but it's up to the other students, okay? So just give it your all.
Oh no. Okay. All right. So, sorry, I didn't mean to write this, guys. So that's the history, and we can go to the next slide, and maybe that one will be better. Oh man. So as you know, at 5,712 pounds, what's also known as 2,591 kilograms, the heaviest American-produced car, excluding trucks and SUVs, is the 1976 Lincoln Continental convertible. So that's sort of the science of Big Car. And you can see the car as well. That's what that's the 1976 Lincoln Continental convertible. And so like yeah, I guess like next slide. I'm sorry guys, this was just like a filler. I didn't mean this. I just was like putting this in, you know, when you like, I was just making the titles and I didn't update it. So the social implications of Big Cars, and that part is just like it's just like not important. It's just sort of like filler. And then like if there's when cars are too big, there's a lot of space you need for them, and we don't necessarily have enough if everyone has a big car. So we have to decide like which groups of people get the privilege of big car in the future. That's something maybe that we like have to figure out. Because if everyone has a big car, then there would be no where to put it. So, and maybe the next slide. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mostly did this one. So yeah, this is the politics of the big cars. So Henry Ford built his first automobile, which he called the quadricycle, at his home in Detroit in 1896. The first automobile to be mass produced in the United States was the 1901 curved dash Oldsmobile, built by the American car manufacturer Ransom Eli Olds. And I don't know about you guys, but I didn't know that Oldsmobile was because the guy's name was Olds, and I didn't. And if I had known that, that's crazy to think about. And Ransom's also a weird name. Like Ransom Eli Olds is just such a weird name. And he lived pretty long for a guy born in the 1860s. And so then more politics is that the original Bigfoot began as a 1974 Ford F-250 pickup that was modified by its owner, Bob Chandler, beginning in 1975. By 1979, the modifications were so extensive, the truck became regarded as the first monster truck. And so when you're talking about big cars, there's no bigger car than the monster truck. That's the biggest car, because it's like a monster. It's like how if Frankenstein was a man, he'd be the biggest man, and monster trucks are Frankenstein cars. And so, yeah, and I'm sorry, guys. Like, I see some people are upset, but like, I didn't mean to, like, I didn't say, like, that wasn't, I didn't want to. So we can go to the next. Yeah, so future of the big car, I'm sorry, I didn't want to say that to you guys. You guys are cool. It's like more like the teacher. But don't tell him about that either. But like that's what schools, like he's the nerd. But in the future we might even be shooting trucks with tanks. That's something we could look, or the tank is the truck. That's also potentially when you talk about when there are tanks, it's not technically a truck because it's for soldiers. But if like when they come home, if we start letting them bring the tanks with them and driving them, then we could see like a future with bigger cars. But then the problem with that is when you have bigger cars even more, then you have even more of there not being enough space. And if there's not enough space, then you need even less. You need to find even more people who don't have the right to have a good car. And it's like, I don't want to make those choices, even though like it's probably possible, but it's not for me to do. And that's sort of when we talk about the future with big cars. And yeah, we can play the video because let me hit play on this. Okay, no, it's just a picture. I just posted a picture. So yeah, I just posted a picture. I thought if you post because I was watching the video. You see I paused it at a certain part because I was watching the video. So I thought it would. but maybe we could like YouTube. I don't know. It's like a long video. It's 16 minutes long. But there's a part where he shoots the truck with a tank, and it doesn't actually blow up. It's kind of weird because you'd think it would blow up. I'll just show you. And first time I did this, I just Googled it, but I bet it's here. Yeah. And we can skip a little bit ahead, maybe 4 minutes ahead, I think would be a good place to skip. Here's this guy. He's going to do it. And when you talk about the future of trucks and big car in general, and like, look at that. I mean, that could be like a warning of like what could happen like in a society that, like, you know, where there's like disorder. And then, and do you guys have any questions? And look at that. That's the biggest car. I think that's one of the biggest cars I've ever seen. And I think we can all agree that's a big car. So why not? Okay, so some questions. And Why a Disaster asks, is it a big car or just long? And I think both. And I think you could say it's both big and long, which makes it even crazier. And it's crazy. And so then Sadville PM asks, why not make space more for big car? You could try, but the thing is too, there's more people now, and so people need space for sleep and for eating, and, you know, for like when you chill, and like that's gonna need to be more too. And so then it's like, if we all have car, and it's a big car, and then you have like, and I'm sure you want like a big place to eat breakfast or something, you want big table, like, you know, you want cool stuff like that. So you're getting so much big, and then there's like, if everyone you know, so you have to like pick people who like don't get it, and then like they can't have it. Are there big cars in heaven? And dude, I hope so, man, because every day I serve God, and my hope is that he'll reward me with, like, when I get to heaven, I have like a big car and like 16 wives that like every day they're a different person, and like everything's I get so many different like big things, and that'd be like freaking sweet. And that's why, right, and we're all working every day like that. And then what's the point of this report? Well, as you can see, I've explained from most aspects of how it affects lives of big car, society, and politics. And so you really get a sense of like its relevance in our world. Hi, Crit. It's John. I sit behind you in history class. I was wondering why you cut off your mullet. It looked pretty cool. Thanks, dude. But my girlfriend hated my mullet. My girlfriend said my mullet or my mustache had to go, and I wasn't trying to lose the stash because it's Tom Selleck look now, and Tom Selleck's cool. He's like in, and so I lost the mullet, which was tough, but like I'll get it back one day. What size do you need a Class A CDL to operate? And I don't know what that means. I don't know what that, I don't know. This is a class, this is not Class A. This is a different class. This is community college. And Joan says, are you gonna let your GF make your choices for you? And hell yeah, dude, she's smart as hell. And like every time I think of something, it's stupid and I get like hurt in some way. And when she thinks of stuff, I'm like, oh yeah, totally. Yeah, obviously. Did Smith kill one dog or two? And it's not my place to talk about Smith or like his life or like what he does. But but like dude has blood of a dog on his hands, and like the way we all deal with that is like different, and like we all do different stuff. And then yeah, GD all day, bless God. Yeah. Yeah. And no, I probably should have asked my GF to help me with this report, because she's really smart and probably would have told me to like put something else other than like talking about nards and stuff, because like that was not a good idea. Like I should have thought about it and how that could have showed up if I wasn't careful. And yeah. And that's just like sort of life, and like that's how like you live it and stuff. And so if Bigfoot fought Gravedigger, who would win? And dude, maybe I can YouTube this. Maybe I can see a video of like a Bigfoot doing something, and then like a Gravedigger doing something. Can I YouTube this? Why do I feel this school is for nards? And I have a long answer on that, but let's get to the video first. And look at this freaking thing go. And look at that freaking thing.
Holy shit, look at those things go.
Look at that freaking thing go.
Oh my god.
Watch that. Whoa.
And there's a guy inside those?
Oh yeah, there's a guy in all of them.
Holy shit.
If it's moving, that's because there's a guy in it moving.
Yeah, of course, yeah, I get that, yeah.
Why is the Gravedigger not respecting lanes? Because he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to respect lanes. Oh, freaking crazy. Look at him. Crushed it.
Thank you very much.
Whoa. 1991. And imagine. Oh, and like, thank you, my Negro. Oh, and like 1991, man. That's crazy. All right, well, I'm Crit. Do you have any questions? Yeah, it's probably so
vote
much.
on if you pass or not, Crit. Even though you called me a nard throughout most of the presentation, I still think it was...
Nah, man, like that was someone else. That was a different thing. And thank you.
What'd you just do there?
Studied. I was looking at a book.
Oh, you just hyper-studied for a quick second?
Yep. Oh, look, a book.
I guess I feel that way when I see books. Like, oh god, I better study now.
And that one was Sherlock Holmes.
And I'm impressed. And it looks like you're kind of smoking, as if your brain is working so hard when you study.
Yeah, the steam comes out of my ears because of how hard I'm learning.
Like a cartoon guy. That's great. No, that's good. I like it.
It's coming out of my ears, though.
My daughters love studying. They don't let me in, though. They don't let me see them
I'm
read
sorry I
books.
won't take your daughter.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying one of my daughters is probably better than your girlfriend.
I don't think so.
Oh, that's your opinion, man.
No offense to your daughters or anything. It's just my girlfriend's really pretty and she's really nice.
No, that's fine. They're not nards like I am. I'm just saying. And look, you passed. Crit. You did it. Congratulations, Crit. And great job, Crit. I'm gonna get you out of here.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy the rest of
See
your
you all next
quarantine.
week.
Get out of here. And another day of school where no one agreed to date one of my 9 daughters. Well, you can't win them all, but you can pass all of your students. This is a good thing for this school and a good thing for me. I'll hopefully have a little bit of tenure and get to teach another class once all of this is done. So thanks very much, everybody out there, for joining us for a boys' night presentation for the ages. All the boys passed! The ones who made it here, at least. Rest in peace to those bros who may have passed away due to COVID-20 or Ouroboros themselves into the hospital. We know you can make it, and we'll be sending you dabs and positive energy from the outside. So everyone please dab real quick for those who have died or have Ouroboros themselves into a hospital stay. We're doing a 20 dab salute. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. I double dabbed on them. We hope you're happier wherever you are. And great, this has been another episode of Everything Now. We hope you and your boys are safe out there. Please join us for another episode this Sunday at 8 p.m. Pacific. Only on Twitch. Maybe we'll do a gaming stream before then. I don't know. Rocky likes to do morning Animal Crossing streams on Saturday. We'll see how his island's doing at that point. Jake, you want to do another City Skyline?
I'm thinking about it.
Maybe you should do it. Check out our Sims VOD we did the other day. That was pretty fun. Great. Thank you everyone for hanging out. Mario, good to see you. We missed you, buddy. What a disaster. All of our new friends. Oh my gosh. Also, it's good to see folks like Nuclear Goo and For Just a Tiny Taste. Everyone who's been around for a long time or a short time. I don't know if this is the outfit or the quarantine, but you look really good, bud. That's really nice of you to say. Really does good for my spirit. Thank you very much. Jake, who should we raid?
Let's raid Uncle Joe.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Post ban, he's back.
Yeah, he's back.
Uncle Joe's back, no longer banned.
Hell yeah.
Please no one show any clips of any nipples you might have seen tonight. Those are purely on accident.
Let's see, the Uncle Joe.
And thank you, what a disaster. I'm sorry for saying your real name earlier. I hope you're okay with that. Folks, you were all very funny tonight also. Great job. So glad to have you around. And we'll see you on another episode of Everything Now. I signed off a little too soon. We have 5 seconds left still. 6, 5, 4. Great. Jake, you want to play Apex Legends or something?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, let's